Welcome back, Panther fans. I'm David Brown here with Ryan Graham.
Hey, y'all.
Tim Thurber.
Hello.
And this is State of Atlanta. You don't even have a beer there?
No, all I have is this cup full of wine.
There you go. You didn't want to sit there and just like take the little wine key and turn the whole thing and pop it right there at the...
No, I did not want to do that.
Or you could have gotten boxed wine and just like plunged the Capri Sun straw into it, like right when we were doing our beer popping.
Good point.
Yeah. Sometimes I have non-beer though, and the sound has always worked as a, just as long as you can make a good one with your mouth, you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, welcome back, guys. You guys have a good week?
Yeah, it's been great.
Excellent.
Awesome
Tim,
weekend.
You're out traveling. You're somewhere.
Weekend.
You're not here.
I'm in Concord, California, scoping out the Sunbelt Out West conference.
Oh, so when the pack dissolves and we have to pick up Oregon State and Washington State to join.
Sunbelt way out
west,
west,
Alabama into the east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we never stretch that far. Goodness gracious, that would be terrible.
Idaho is the hard cut. We don't go any further than Idaho.
No, we dropped Idaho on purpose because that was too far.
And they were only admitted for football. Both them and New Mexico State were just football members, right? We weren't shipping basketball off there at all. So
but New Mexico was good at basketball, so we should have had them for that. So
that's also. I actually think that New Mexico State made sense to stick around, but whatever.
Too far.
Yeah, it's too far. But like in the divisions we have now, with a legit solid West Division and East Division, I think that they'd be fine to have because let Troy have to travel out there. It doesn't affect us at all. Once every 4 years, who cares?
I think if we could have gotten them all sports, that would have worked out. But the football only business was not gonna cut it.
Weren't they willing to go in? Weren't they willing to go in all sports?
I'm not sure. I don't remember all the ins and outs of that.
They actually put together a little presentation, and there was actually more arguments for Idaho being in the Sun Belt in New Mexico State's statement than Idaho had in their own statement. Like Idaho is kind of like, we really have no other option. I think that's like all they said. And New Mexico State was like, but by adding New Mexico State and Idaho as full-time members, and you got this and this and this and whatever, and they listed it all out about what they could do, and then I think they even offered to pay the travel costs and everything. New Mexico State did. They wanted to be a member.
Yeah, I think I remember the travel cost thing being a wrapped in component where they'd basically pay teams to come to them and play. At least the travel cost.
Well, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But now we have
Idaho. No one wants that.
Right.
Yeah. It was Moscow too, wasn't it? Moscow, Idaho. Is that where?
Yeah, and they played in that. They played in like that aircraft hangar or whatever, right? It was like a weird dome, like an aluminum dome.
Yeah. Anyhow, we didn't.
Basically, the sports arena.
I had no interest in talking about New Mexico State sports arena. I had a supersized sports arena is what they play their football in.
Somehow we found a way to talk about it anyway.
There we go. All right. Well, today's media day for the Sun Belt Conference. They focused on the East teams after Commissioner Gill talked a little bit about it. And based off of our Patreon group chat, I was told that Ryan was going to kind of cover this one for us and tell us all the news and stuff that came out today.
Well, there wasn't really any news. The coaches all just got up there and they were like, hey, our football team's really good and they're going to play really hard. And we really hope that they're going to win all the games. And, that's about it.
We're going to do it the right way.
Everyone, they all got up there and one after another said basically the same thing. And then the players would come up and answer some questions and they'd say, well, what are you going to do, different this year? And quarterback said, well, I'm going to complete some more passes and I'm going to get some more touchdowns. And running back said, I'm going to run real hard and get some touchdowns. And defensive players said, I'm going to stop them from getting touchdowns. And, it was good. It was good all around. I mean, I'm glad that all of those players and coaches have those goals. If they didn't, it'd be weird. But, I don't.
Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up for us this week. Thanks, Ryan, for listening. We're going to head over to last call now.
Did I cover it okay?
There was some good news that came out of it, though.
I didn't watch a lick of it. Did I do okay? Did I cover it?
I did not listen to all the coaches. I listened to Coach Elliott, which, you pretty much nailed it. There was a couple of things, takeaways from his thing. But, for what I did hear from the other coaches, pretty much.
You missed one part. One part.
What was that?
It was look what I did with this team over the last few years.
Oh,
That's a huge one. That's some more. That's us, but every coach.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably like the mullets to mustache guy. That's the thing. So the mullet coach is now the mustache coach.
I don't understand what you're saying.
The Coastal big thing last year was the mullets.
Coastal Carolina.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So now
they switched from mullets to mustaches.
Yeah, he has like the good 80s porn stash going on.
But no mullet.
No mullet. Yeah, he actually cut that before. I think it was before the bowl game, and everybody was rumoring that he was interviewing for another job and didn't want to have the mullet. That's kind of like your staple thing, you know?
Yeah,
the mullet
the mullet comes with me.
Certainly, being head coach of Coastal doesn't mean anything at all. But
anyhow, there was some good news that came out of it, though, right? I mean, there was they got our logos right, Georgia State and Georgia Southern. That's a big win for the Sun Belt.
Well, wait,
they
was
had
it
the correct
a
logo
head,
behind
though?
us when we were up there. It was the correct. Wasn't it last year that they actually had our logo up while the Trash Down South was on stage, or vice versa?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I think no. Our logo was up when they were talking.
Yeah, it pissed them off.
Yeah,
and we all laughed
yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah. Well, I'm with you, Ryan. It's all coach speak for all that part of it. I don't even see why they really do that, other than just to have an media event for media folk to cover and everything. The real bread and butter of the day was what Commissioner Gill did his presentation up first, talking about what the new media deal is going to be and what to expect out of the conference to see this going forward. Which was last year we found out ESPN was going to add 50% more football games on the linear networks on the ESPN, ESPN2, ABC, and they're going to add even more this year, which I guess makes sense because you added more teams. You're going to have to put more games on the actual networks. Some more money, no specifics on that, but one of the rumors I had heard was it was a lot of the money that's being added on is to get all the schools' media production ramped up better, because not all the schools have the same production facilities. So some of the schools may not really realize the increased revenue because they'll be spending the next couple of years improving their production facilities.
Well, I mean, that's realized. I mean, that's, that is an investment in and of itself. So
I'm saying as far as seeing it within the actual program itself, you'll be
right.
Seeing
they're just being told what to do with that money.
Right, exactly. But that money will continue going forward, so you will have that. And actually, I think we're in a pretty good position there. I think that our facilities are pretty much, obviously our our baseball sucks, but we still were able to put together games on there that were fine on ESPN Plus. So I don't see a problem with that. But what they want to do is they want to get a lot more of the sports on there. They want each school to put out 49 plus games on ESPN Plus, no less than 9 baseball games. They want scheduling to be shifted so baseball and softball won't conflict with one another. You could have them all at the same time. And then volleyball, I think, what was the sports? Men's and women's soccer, volleyball, baseball, softball. No mention of beach volleyball, which was the newest sport added, or that and men's soccer were added back to the conference. But I don't know how you would do beach volleyball.
It's a good one to add.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't. If you've been down,
who doesn't like watching that?
I don't know how you would actually do it, because it's not really conducive to being filmed or being broadcast. But yeah, I
just stick a camera on the side of the building and call it a day. Yeah,
let's get a drone going over. Actually, probably the side of GDEC can actually just look down and see the whole thing.
That's right.
Can you actually see it from over there?
You can see it from the Sloppy Floyd building. I was in there at the Secretary of State's office one time, and you could peek over and see pretty clearly what was going on.
Yeah, I just
broadcast from the railroad tracks. Why not?
With all of the
the railroad track, that would work.
With all the tailgating we've done on GDEC, I've never walked over to see if you actually could see it. I'm sure it's still blocked
I don't think you can. I think it's
blocked by that building. Yeah.
Yeah, I walked over there, and I don't.
That's that Cortland building.
See that.
Yeah.
That Cortland building, I think used to have some health stuff in it. I think blocks it.
Yeah, but we will have more games, and I'm excited about that. I think that being a fan of a college program, it should be more about the entire athletics program and not just the football, the basketball, the money sports. I get excited when our teams are doing well, like when beach volleyball was making it their way through the tournament last year, and then I'm excited to have more games on there to watch, just to have on background if nothing else. When I can't find a Big Bang Theory rerun to watch.
And I have ESPN Plus now, so it would be cool to be able to see that. So
I think parents of all, I think everybody that's a parent of a small child should have ESPN Plus, because you get the Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, Hulu, combo pack, and it makes sense.
I think that's why I ended up doing it was because of Hulu, and then I was like, well, I want Hulu and Disney, and then like ESPN, I've not like wanted, but like it would be a big bonus during sports seasons. So
right, yeah,
I may as well
need it, right?
Yeah. There was another thing that was announced that wasn't officially announced, but coming soon they're going to announce a 6th bowl tie-in for the Sun Belt Conference. Don't know which bowl.
That's exciting.
Don't know which bowl it is. People seem to think it's going to be the Frisco Bowl out of Frisco, Texas, which I guess is where the FCS championship is played.
That's not bad.
Has been played.
Yeah, I think it was. It has been there. I think when we were part of FCS, they played a couple of games there, but I think they moved it. I don't know. I stopped paying attention to FCS as soon as we were out of there. So
I barely paid attention to FCS when we were in it. I really just paid attention to who we were playing that week. I
can't help but like dig in and learn about a bunch of stuff. And I got into like Any Given Saturday message board quite a bit. They still send me a happy birthday every year.
Oh, so nice of them.
It's automated.
I feel like every year the Frisco Bowl is a teaser for potential Sun Belt teams to come in there, and we never do. So it would be nice to have that bowl that's kind of on the western edge of the conference.
I mean, if Texas State can get their act together, that'd be a good bowl for them to be able to get into every year. So I hope that if we get Frisco Bowl, that if we get any bowls in Texas, I hope we're not playing in them.
Right. Yeah, no, it's too far. It's too far. Yeah.
It's not drivable.
So there was the bowl projections, right? The way too early bowl projections. Did you have that on the?
I do, and I wrote it down. And the note I actually put in here was because it's never too early, and I'll always bring it up because I like it.
Right on. So should we?
It's almost like a schedule.
That, or
should we do it? Should we do the breaking news for that?
Yeah, let's do it.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do breaking news. It's being reported by College Football News that Georgia State will be playing FAU, Florida Atlantic, in the Cure Bowl in Orlando on December 16th, Friday, December 16th.
They always got us the Cure Bowl.
There's not a lot of options, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like July through like October, they have us going to the Cure Bowl every year.
They just got to plug a peg in a hole, and I mean, I'm okay with that. Anytime I'm going to Orlando, get a chance for me to go see Star Wars Galaxy Edge at Disney, I'm in.
No, and it's a drive. I mean, you can do it, right? It's not so far that you'd have to take a flight or anything like that. So, I like Orlando as a destination. The Alabama places were good too. Louisiana would be okay to drive to, but I don't want to. So I wouldn't.
I'll make an amend on my ban on New Orleans going to a game there. If they could play somewhere other than that deteriorating Superdome, if they found somewhere else to play. If they played it at Tulane Stadium or something like that, maybe
Is that where they played that bowl game? Is that the Superdome?
They do, don't they? Isn't that where it's played?
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's played horrible. It is.
Do people get hurt?
5,000 people in a 100,000 seat stadium.
Yeah, and it's just garbage. I was in there. I forget how many years ago it was for a Falcons Saints game. The last time I'd ever go to New Orleans, and it just. It looks like I think my wife said this, or maybe I said it, I can't remember. It looked like if you were inside of the Death Star, looking up at the big concave portion that shoots, because it's got that big round circle to it, and it's all decrepit and gross inside. It's garbage. So if they played that game somewhere other than the Superdome, maybe I'd be inclined to go to New Orleans. But I'm not playing. I'm not going. As much as I love Georgia State, I'm not going to go see us play in New Orleans.
Yeah, from like a bowl destination standpoint, Orlando, that's an easy decision. It's the best place to go to out of all the bowl game locations we have to date. I didn't get to see the Alabama ones. I didn't go to Montgomery, so I'm not sure.
So what was nice about that was like there was just a lot of parking. Like there's a lot around there. It's weird. It's like the capital of Alabama, but it's like you drive through there and it's like a small town.
It is the capital of Alabama, isn't it? I forget about that.
Yeah, and it was like a podunk town. I mean, it was like there was
it's all Alabama, dude. Come on, man.
I know, but it was like all mid-rises and stuff. I mean, it was like really small town. Like the capital just looked like a town hall type thing. I mean, it was It was really small, and the facility itself was really crappy. I mean, it was like worse than my high school. You know, I mean, it was not great. So, but easy drive,
But we won.
Yeah.
and we won.
That's all that matters.
Handedly,
Yeah, I did
handedly.
not care about many of those things, and I had free booze because athletics provided free booze at the tailgate. So, you know,
There you
that
go.
was good.
Always a
That
good
was
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, just had to be careful because I, drove there.
Yeah, so that's why you get drunk before the game and you stop right at the end of halftime, and you're sober enough after the last 2 quarters to go home.
Stop at Waffle House right on the way out.
Michael
Got to power up.
Montgomery is Macon, but sad.
I don't think I've ever been to
That's a
like
good one.
Macon proper. I've been like around Macon, but I don't think I've ever been like into Macon.
Because you've driven past it. You've driven past Macon. Like,
It
you go
seems
on
sprawling
your way down
around
Florida.
Stuff around, right? But like I've not been in it.
It's like you
Maybe I
either
have
take
and just didn't
475 and go around it. I kind of been to Macon. I picked up my smoker there.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all I can say.
Right on.
But Matthew says that Hank Williams' gravesite and memorial is also in Montgomery. So cool.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Some more before the media day stuff started. The Sunbelt released their preseason coaches poll and players of the year, or all Sunbelt team, I should say. So Georgia State clocked in at 3rd place in the East, which I think that Appy is deservedly 1st place until someone knocks him off, and then really I would think that App, Coastal, Georgia State, it's a toss up to who should be the top 3, and I'm fine with Coastal being 1. So I'm fine with Appy being 1, and then
It's
Georgia State, Coastal
2
being
and 3 is a toss
whatever.
up.
Yeah, it was interesting though. One of the coaches voted the Trash Down South as the number 1 team in the East.
Oh, I wonder who that was.
Solid take there.
They should really not allow. I think it doesn't make sense for a coach to vote for their own team. You shouldn't be playing.
I mean, Appy, right? The Appy coach
like,
should be able to vote for his own team because he's probably right.
It's like you said earlier with the coach speak. Every coach, they should believe or at least give the the appearance that they believe their team is the best team in the conference, the best team in the nation. So
every team should get one vote.
Take that one thing away from them. Take that one little vote and say, all right, rank the teams as if there were 6 teams in the division, and you're not part of it. Let everybody else, because then you're getting to see what everyone really thinks of you versus skewing the results. So it looks like Sean Elliott voted us 1st place, and maybe he legit really does feel like we are. And I think I said this on Panther Talk earlier today, or maybe earlier this week. There is not a single team in the conference we cannot beat. It's just a matter of how many times we do it this season.
I mean, so based on evidence, there may be a single team that we can't beat just because we haven't, right? I mean, there's no evidence that shows we can actually beat them.
Well, I mean, yeah. What I'm talking about is the level of talent that we have on this team, the coaching we have on this team, everything we have. The potential is there to be able. It would not be a surprise. Now, going 8-0 in conference, that would be a surprise. But week in, week out, beating any of these teams, I would not be surprised on beating App. It's bound to happen. I wouldn't be surprised to Coastal. We've done it more times than they've beaten us. I wouldn't be surprised with App. You'd be surprised to beat Coastal?
Surprised to beat Coastal?
To beat Appy.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
We're getting close though.
I'd be excited, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I'd be surprised.
I'd be less surprised if we lost, but
no, I mean, if there's Coastal, I think we're number 2.
So Coach Elliott voted Georgia State 1st, and I think he's well within his reasons to do so. Whatever that dude's name is, Helter Skelter, whatever his name is at Trash Down South, he voted them. I'm assuming he voted them 1st.
I was going to say, maybe it wasn't Coach Elliott that voted us number 1. I mean, maybe it was the Appy guy who was just trying to be humble or something, Who knows?
Maybe so. Coastal got 2 first-place votes. I'm not sure, their coach and their coach and somebody else. So, but I think I'm fine with where we were. Lafayette was pretty much overwhelmingly 1st in the West, and I think that's fine. I was surprised that Troy came in 3rd. USA got 2 votes for 1st place in the West, and I feel like Troy should be better than that. I
don't even know.
West. I really don't care about the West. I don't really care about the West, so it doesn't matter.
It was a super close vote too between I think South Alabama and Troy. Like just 3 points separate them. So They're close together, and there's a huge drop off after Troy to Texas State.
So you said 3 point. I didn't put that point. I put the rankings down in the number of first place votes, but I did not put down the points there. So you said that USA and Troy only had like a couple of points difference.
3. Yeah, just 3 points separates them.
So that means that overwhelmingly, there's only 7 votes, or I guess there's 14 votes. Most people ranked Troy very high. It's just USA got 2 first place votes, so just edged them out. Because if you look at it, Lafayette, I remember these numbers. Lafayette has 12 first place votes. Appy State had 10 first place votes, so 2 less, but only had 1 more point overall, 95 to 94 points. So that means that Appy was getting, even though they only got 10 of the 14 first place votes, they were getting a lot of second place votes by everybody else that had voted someone else first place. Sorry,
right.
I pay way more attention to that kind of crap than anybody needs to.
I'm so bored.
Well, then moving on to something else. Scott Watkins, our buddy who covers Southern Miss now, but did the Sunbelt pages and was a Troy guy.
He covers Southern Miss now?
Yeah, he actually is paid like the beat writer. I don't know if he's the beat writer. He works for Southern Miss or something. He covers Southern Miss. He's verified.
Awesome.
He's got a little blue check mark on his Twitter account. He posted a picture. He was at the he was at the Sunbelt Media Day today. He posted a picture of the trophy. And I've never noticed this before, but they have the teams listed, the divisions on either side listed out, and they have the East on the left and the West on the right. And my OCD, just that really bothers me. And now I'm going to go to bed tonight and just think about how things
wrong that is.
Why would you have the East on the left side of the statue or trophy? And I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense. You're right. We should scrap the whole thing.
Sunbelt. That's all I gotta say.
All I'm saying is I don't want that trophy sitting in our cabinet case the way it is right now. We've got to fix that.
Well, no, it would give us an opportunity to fix it. We would have custody of it for a full year at least, and in that year we could fix it.
Yes.
Just rip all the teams off and switch them. That's easy.
Yeah, we would just have to petition, our athletics department to say, look, you need to take this off and you need to fix it.
And so we would do something classy about it. We would get it corrected properly, take it to a good trophy shop and do it. Now, if the Trash Down South try to do this, it'd be a little like some duct tape written on every team's name and scribbled in handwriting what the other team names should be, and they'd probably still get it wrong. But it'd be like the cows from Chick-fil-A writing the school names on there.
And while we're making it better, we could just leave them off or rename them properly. Something good.
Yeah,
ooh, I like that idea.
Something appropriate,
I've noticed visitor on there.
Visitor all the way down.
The trophy. So one of the things, I don't know if I've brought this up before on here, but something I've noticed a lot on the Sunbelt message board and on social media is the Trash Down. I wasn't going to talk about this tonight, but kind of got onto it. Trash Down South, a lot of their fan base refer to Georgia State as Gag State. Whatever, it's not like really that.
Yep.
It's very clever. It's very clever.
Yeah, but do they realize that the portion of the name they're making fun of, that portion is also in their school's name, so they could be Gag Southern. Like, if you're gonna make fun of a school, don't set it up so that it's the same name as you that you can make fun of them. That's
why
not making sense.
Why is it Gag? Like, what is the second G coming from?
They're just, I guess, because they refuse to refer to us as GSU, and they use the GAST, the GAST kind of abbreviation.
Gag.
So toss that G in there, gags. It's very clever. I'm sure somebody, was very proud of themselves when they were on their crapper thinking of this.
On Talent Talk. Pooping.
Exactly. But yeah, I just think it's stupid that they call us. I'm not offended by being called Gag State. I just think it's a dumb insult. There's so many other things that make fun of us, but yeah. So just Gag Southern.
Well, Trash Down South. Fine.
I bet those girls at Southern don't gag at all.
Never dare.
Yikes. Okay, we got a question from Cynical Peach. What's your best and worst for Georgia State this season? My best 8-4, third in East, and worst 4-8, 6th. Also, I'd definitely be surprised if we beat App State 7-8. Those games have been blowouts. We were going to do our predictions right before the season started, but so I haven't really thought about it a lot. You guys have a take on this?
I need to sit down and do it, like you just said. But this doesn't seem off base. I think 8-4 would put us at second or first, not third, probably, because those 4 losses would probably be mostly out of conference, and then the 4-8. would have a 6. Yeah, I mean that would. I mean, I think worst case scenario we've seen, and it's a goose egg. So we play a lot of good teams. You know, I mean,
and the schedule's not really favorable to us. Yeah, either. You know,
yeah,
end of
I
the
mean, I
season,
think
2 games on the road.
4-8's not our worst. 8-4 probably is our best. So that's where I am without too much thought.
I mean, I'm still of the mantra that anything less
12-0?
than 6-6, well, anything less than 6-6 is just unacceptable. Like, you know,
true.
The floor of the program at this point should be bowl eligibility, and in at least a competitive game in the bowl. Not doing that is unacceptable, in my opinion. What do I think realistically we could do? I think that 8-4 is would obviously be our best record ever, best regular season record. I would. Yeah, I'd be happy with 8-4 regular season, especially if that 8-4 meant East Division champs.
Yeah.
Yep. I can see us.
Sorry, go ahead, Tim. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say I haven't looked at the schedule to kind of pick out the games, but I think when we talked about this before, I thought 6 or 7 wins was doable, and 8 would be fantastic. I don't see 4. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna get more than 4. I mean, the expectation, obviously, for the fan base is 6 wins minimum, right? Can I see us sliding a game here and there? Maybe we end up with 5, sure, but I don't know. Just when I looked at the schedule last time, I feel like there's more than 4 wins on there. There has to be.
Let's see. I'm checking it right now. I think that 5 wins.
Do we play ULM? Because I'll say our worst is like 1-11.
So we win. I predict that we win JMU, Old Dominion, Trash Down South, Southern Miss, and Monroe. I think that's a safe bet to say we can win those 5 games. That's 5 right there. So now we've got App, Coastal, and Marshall. I think it's 2. We're either going 2 out of 3 or 1 out of 3 on those games.
I think we got Coastal. I think that's
I think
better
we got. I really think we have Coastal. We got lucky last year with them not having their quarterback there. I don't know if we would have won if they would have had their quarterback, but we played the team they fielded, and so we did our job. I feel good about us playing App. Marshall's a big, huge question mark. I don't know, but then you figure Charlotte's a win, and you're winning
down on Marshall though, and up on us. Weirdly, I mean, it's just weird. It's like 2022 is weird, man.
Well, I mean, hell, about the coach speak. Sean Elliott today in the media day, he's always a confident guy, but he really sounded extra confident in his speech today. He felt like he was feeling really good about the program. So I don't know. I think that 5, 6. So I think we beat Charlotte. And then out of the remaining out of conference games, hopefully we can figure out, beat Army after what we did last year. But that was, again, different quarterback, different running back.
Right.
I think 8 games is reasonable.
Yeah.
8 games is very reasonable.
Yep.
To
That'd
see.
be great.
So
we'll dive into it in a future episode before we get to the real regular.
Make sure that you guys actually explicitly give me that homework so that I can know to do it before we talk about it.
We will. Absolutely.
And when we do, you'll say, I already did it 2 weeks ago. So what does it matter now?
That's right. That's right. I'd be like, leave me alone.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. We got a kicker. Michael Hayes, the punter, will be doing the kicking duties, which I'm not sure why that was such a big deal. It looks like he did actually. He was the field goal kicker, place kicker in high school, so he has experience at it. So pretty good.
I just got to say, you said duties.
Some duties. Hey, I got an infant at home. I say duty a lot.
You got a duty?
You got a lot of duty.
Actually, I don't think I've ever said that in reference to that.
Yeah.
All right. What else you guys got? Got anything else you want to talk about?
I mean, I have other sports, like other than Georgia State stuff, but that could be last call material.
Well, I'm intrigued that you wanted to bring it up. So, yeah, we'll talk about that.
You got a new home with Belmont, right? That happened.
Yep, Belmont. And I think it's a game I'm going to have to miss as well. I'll be flying back from New York that day. So,
Belmont?
It's a basketball university.
Bruins.
Are they good? Is that a good game? Is that a good get?
A-Sun?
Murray?
A-Sun?
A-Sun? Yeah.
Is that a good get?
Yes, it is. It's a very good get.
It's a good get.
Very good.
We're putting like the solid middle on our schedule.
Well, are we like just creating a mid major and just being like, let's get good mid majors in here?
Pretty much.
We're getting
good,
getting
people who aren't
resume
that good.
building teams instead of putting Carver Bible College on it.
Yeah.
Which, hey, we haven't got the full out of conference.
I know.
Carver Bible.
It's still coming.
It could still be there. Oh God, I hope not. Yeah, and then the Rhode Island game got scheduled. That'll be in mid-December. I think last game before conference schedule starts or something like that. So
yeah. Auburn
it's
moved
coming
our
together.
game into later in
I think it's
December.
kind of funny. I think it's kind of funny we get the out of conference schedule. I understand why, but it's when we get out of conference schedule, which is the last half of the season. You get that months in advance, and then you don't get the out of conference schedule until just a couple of months or month before the season starts. And I get it. It's not like football where out of conference is planned out 6 years in the future, which is also weird to me. But
It seems like it should be.
Yeah, it's like I know what's going to be happening in December, January, and February. I've got no idea what's happening in like November.
Yeah,
or I should say, no idea what's happening in November, December, and January, February, March are good. But
the convocation center is looking good. They got all the grass down now, and they've got trees planted, and it seems like their all the paint job is like where it's going to be and all that stuff too. So it looks really good right now.
Is it lit up at night yet or no?
I don't think so, but I haven't.
No.
I don't think I've driven by at night yet.
That's what I'm
he's
curious
at home
about.
at night. He's at home.
Yeah, I mean
at
it's
night.
not close enough that I can just like peer over and see it. I still gotta drive by, but they do have the Georgia State Flame logo up, which it looks good. I
like that. I know that obviously this is an academic first technically facility, which is why you do that over having the Panther head up there. But I've loved the Georgia State Flame logo, and I like seeing it up there. I think it's great. I really like it a lot.
Georgia State facility, like whether it's academic or athletics, I think it belongs up there somewhere. If you want to put a Panther head too, I think that makes sense. There's a lot of space. It's a big gray box. I mean,
there's gonna be plenty of Panther head logos within the facility as well, and I'm sure outside of it.
Exactly.
Is that the new name for it? Big gray box.
I mean, maybe. They did a little like inside the windows. They like painted it blue, so it's like anthracite and blue. Basically, is like what we went back to. And I thought some of the lines that they have carved into it basically like give it a little bit of dynamic, but it's still kind of just a big gray box.
Well,
it needs
a lot of people
lights.
have complained about that. A lot of people said they think it's not a good looking building. I am on the other end of the spectrum. I think it's sexy as hell. I love it. I think it looks great.
Well, they still have opportunity to add flair to it. Like I said, the Flame logo they added to it, and I know that they could add some other stuff. So like they still have some opportunity. Still just a big gray box.
It's definitely got a more modern vibe to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think that it's real. It's really going to be its own like thing at night with the blue light shining through the window and through those ridges and breakaways and everything I could talk about. So, which means we probably should have more night games. Make it look really cool coming out of coming out of the facility instead of having the 2:00 Saturday games, 1:00 Saturday games.
Right.
I like a lot more night games. I guess we get our Thursday night game every week.
Any tailgate in the lot or in the food court across the street.
Yes. Matthew says we should call it the warehouse.
The warehouse, yeah. I mean, that is a big gray box. Is basically usually a warehouse.
Or the loading dock.
Whoa.
Maybe. I do still hope that that the regular, like the first floor is numbered the third floor.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
So I hope they keep that, and it's just a homage to the sports arena.
Hey, so Michael says when they get the blue lights on it look like a gaming computer, like it's old Alienware.
Oh, you know what? That's true.
Yeah. So should we call it the LAN party? I don't know how. Yeah. I don't think there's a current student at Georgia State that would understand what LAN party means.
No. Man, you guys remember that picture of them with like the LAN party and they've got like the kid that's like taped to the roof?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It's awesome.
Yeah, and the guy that has like
so much fun.
His big PC in his backpack and like carrying that big, huge, like 500-pound monitor. Like you have a 110-pound kid soaking wet carrying this massive, huge monitor that got away more than he does.
Yeah.
Those
were the days.
We could update it to the mining rig for all the Bitcoin mining.
Oh yeah.
We have the esports
computer.
Georgia State's got a pretty big esports program going on. They could do some events there.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll find out what Ryan wants to talk about in other sports in last call.
Cool. We probably won't talk about it for very long, but that's fine.
No, you and Tim both have some extracurricular priorities this evening, so
Sure do.
last call will probably be a little short. All right, everybody, thanks for listening. We'll get over to last call, drink some more, talk some more. You can find it on our Patreon page, patreon.com/State of Atlanta. It's free of charge. It releases on Friday mornings. If you're a Patreon member, $3 a month, you get early access to it, plus access to our private group chat, discounts on our merchandise, and all the other cool stuff that we can come up with. So thanks for listening. Check us out there. And we'll talk to you guys next week. Say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye, guys.
Peace.